What up? It's your boy Wall Street. And today I want to drop a new little piece of knowledge that I've, just been thinking about. And it's crazy because I love little things like this that kind of make you think. But the thing I saw, which apparently was said by Bill Nye the Science Guy, shout out Bill. This is a quote that says, "Everyone you will ever meet knows something you don't." And it's so funny because that's so true, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone knows some insane secret that you don't, right? It's just everyone's lived experience varies at least slightly from the next person, right? Even if you grow up in the same house, grow up eating the same meals every night, that person is still gonna know something that you don't, right? And it might not be a secret, right? But you just don't know and they know, right? And you only can find out those types of things by conversating and talking to people and learning about what they like, what they know about. It's the reason I bring this quote up is that it's so important to connect with other people. And if you're a type of person out there that's a little more introverted, likes to stay home a lot, likes to not really get out and meet new people, I really encourage you to go out there, meet some new people, and if you don't like that person after you talk to them, that's up to you. You don't have to, talk to them anymore, but it's so important. It's human, honestly, to interact with others. We're a social breed, humans need to interact with other humans in order for us to feel truly happy. I really do believe that. And if you're constantly at home, isolated, if you work a remote job and you just live by yourself and you just work from home 5 days a week and you don't leave your house for a week, dude, that would drive me insane. There's weekends sometimes where I don't leave the house, right? Because I'm just so, tired and messed up from work all week. But I work in the office 5 days a week. So I'm constantly talking to people, whether it's people that I work with at my company or I work with, or, someone else I'm working with outside of my company, meeting new people, networking, things like that. To be honest, that's the best part of my job, right? Is I don't like all the stuff where I got to sit down on my computer and do Excel spreadsheets and, write emails and stuff like that. I like going out and meeting people and talking to people. That's the best thing that comes from my job, right? And I think a lot of people would agree with that, even if they're not in the same line of work. Just interacting with new people, understanding how people look at certain things, it's just, that's the value in doing anything, is just learning from other people. And you can learn certain things by not necessarily agreeing with people. I think I've mentioned this before in some of my videos, is you can learn a lot from people, but you can also learn in the way where it's oh, everything he said is wild. I'm not on the same vibe as any of that. And, but then right there you learn that some people do think a certain way. Some people can think exactly opposite of you. Some people have no common sense. Some people just lack, a ton of things, right? And at the end of the day, though, you're still learning something, right? You're learning, okay, well, maybe I gotta be a little more clear when I say something, because some people just don't think about things the way I think about it, right? But there's so much value in talking to people, meeting new people, and just learning about what they know that you might not know, right? So I love that quote. It is so true. Everyone you will ever meet knows something that you don't, right? And that could be as simple as they know a random fact about the 22nd president, right? Or they know, I don't know, right? You never know. Or they could know the cure for cancer, right? Who knows? There's just, you never will find these things out unless you go out there and you talk to people. So my message here is go out there, socialize, meet new people. I know social anxiety gets a lot of you guys, but if you're going out there and you're being a nice person and you're just trying to interact with people and better yourself and, just communicate and be human, what's the harm in that? If someone's going to judge you for that, you don't really want to be around those people anyway. So that's all I got, guys. Just wanted to talk about that. Shout out Bill Nye the Science Guy doing his thing, providing just slapper quotes, banger quotes. But that's all I got, guys. Stay safe, stay up, stay humble. I'm going to catch you later. Handle business, stand on business. Peace out.